Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Lord, for a new day to trade, not financial advice. This is educational purposes only. So I haven't been up too long. So I haven't really got to look around too much about the news and stuff, but of the early runners. But I am in a little small position at JFB since it's starting to pop up here. I think once 7 o'clock news comes out, people forget about this ticker, but let's see. Let's see if I'm right. Got the news pulled up, ready to go. And trade ideas is up today. I like to forget that sometimes. And I got it configured where it shows the float now, so super excited about that. All right, 7 o'clock. So we're getting more of a little pop right here. Probably will add to it at some point, but I want to see if anything else starts moving. Appreciate it, Alexandra. It's supposed to be good for the algorithm if you change it up. We're not getting any 7 o'clock pops. Good morning, guys. Well, my entry into JFB was pretty contingent on assuming there'd be something to pop on a Monday at 7 a.m. But I went ahead and added a little at 14. So again, not in very heavy, just, oh, I'm seeing something move now. RDHL. As usual, I want to see it get a little higher. Could flush here, but I'm going to wait. Good morning, good morning. So the only thing I'm in is JFB. This one, let me look and see what the news was before I get too confident in this one. Yeah, they enter securities purchase agreement with American Ventures. 44 million private placement. Seems excessive. Let's see what RDHL is doing. Okay, getting a little bit more of a move here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some locates.
RDHL.
Got my first entry 249, probably a little early, but what's the news? What's the news? Got some more news coming out. Adding a little bit more here. 259. If it breaks above this level, I might trim some though. So I'm in 1,500 shares right now. Average is 254. So RDHL, New York Supreme Court appeal upholding 10 million summary judgment against KUKB. Oh, they must have had a lawsuit against those or some type of court appeal or something. Oh, now we're getting a little bit of a flush. Cool. Both these, I'm in the money with both of them now. Cool. Get a nice little flush. So like I said, I'm in 1,500 shares, decent sized position, nothing crazy, but banking on it now. Up about 160 bucks, so not bad. I was talking about RDHL, JFB. Up a little on that one, but nothing too exciting. Probably gonna try to see how long I can hold JFB, see if it gives back a lot of this move. And this one's only up, you know, like 20-30%. So I'm trimming when I get in the profit. So took some out. Oh, we already back up here. I took some out at where did I get out at? I already forgot. 229. Trimmed 1,000 shares. Joshua, you clean with it, bro. Yeah, you probably got out a little bit too early, but I wouldn't be surprised if this bounce. There's nothing else really moving, and y'all probably most y'all probably know this, but nothing else is moving. I tend to take profits a little bit quicker, but if I hear something else popping off, I'll usually hold. But I'm holding 500 shares. Let's see if we get a decent flush here. Joshua, RDHL level at 240. Where'd you see at 240? Yeah, I figured it'd bounce a little bit more too, and it might still bounce. Getting a pretty clean flush on JFB and the money decently, but
RDHL.
we'll see. Here we go. Breaking new highs. And I didn't even have an order waiting, which I'm kind of glad I didn't, but I'm surprised I didn't. There we go. Here we go. Next level. Again, nothing else really moving, so I'm not surprised. Oh, those were single use. Look, were they? I'm not sure. This is now we're at 50%. This is more of a level I like. So I added some here in no man's land in the 279s because it kind of made the move up and kind of hesitated there. So went ahead and added some. RDHL is what? Is ADR, risky Chinese stock. I'm reading the comments. I think it's Israeli, not Chinese. Yeah, unless you're referring to something else. EPLT thought this one might continue today. Is it flipped? Did it not continue? I assume. I'll pull it up in a second. Dang, we sure didn't get much of a 7 a.m. action. It's getting a nice flush on JFB. Up a couple $100 on it now. RDHL making a new high. I had an order waiting at 290 something, but it got filled. Been a little heavier than I'd like to be though, so I might trim. And 2,000 shares now. So I'll trim some. I was in the money a little bit, but more just to get my size down. I probably entered a little early. I thought this next level was a little bit closer. So trim down just a tad bit, get my size down. Now we're getting a little flush, so I'll hold on to these and then recycle those shares a little bit closer to that like 308 level. I think that was where it had its biggest rejection, wasn't it? No. Oh, we got the 200 right here. I forgot about that. So yeah, I'm gonna love anything from 308 to 330. Sign me up. So I'm like adding. Again, I know I trade a lot of the front side, but feeling pretty good about this one. We'll see. Got it. Okay, that makes sense, Godfather. So that was the second. That was the second release. All right, I'm in about 1,500 shares. I'm gonna hold these. Not really planning on trimming here. I'm up about $161.14 to be exact, but I'd like to see if this flushes a little more. And it might not be until something else.
DWTX.
Until some other news comes out. And speaking of that, DWTX, and I'll turn it up so y'all can hear better next time. Ooh, Lord. That's a nice little pop. So let me get some locates on this one. That barely has any volume right now. Oh, it might be a little late. It's starting to flush a little. I got in at 950. Small though, because this thing is sporadic, so I can figure out what's it trying to do. But I went ahead and got a little, ooh, it's flushing too. Went ahead and got a little position because it just was an excessive move. When I see excessive moves, sometimes I'll jump in a little blind, but I wonder if it's still in attention away from the other one. And float size is 1.7 million. I love being able to see that now on my alerts. So I'm just holding these for now. Ooh, I should probably trim a little here on this one. RDHL, yeah, I'm up 350 on this one. Let's go. Thank you, Lord. DXTW. Still holding on. Breaking below VWAP. Let's go. Let's go. Probably trim a little here though. Got a little out at 796. Holding on to the rest. Still flushing. So we might see RDHL. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna trim some more here on RDHL. Oh, I'm back up 400 bucks on this one. Let's go. So I'm only on 500 shares now. trimmed a decent amount right there at 258. I'm out of DWTX. Had some exit down here. I was waiting on it hit. Oops. What am I doing? So DWTX had an order sitting at 756. It got filled, so I'm completely out now. So I'm just in RDHL and JFB. But already up 800 bucks on the morning. Just little base hits on these. Which I'm pretty content with. I've been trading a lot smaller. Yeah, you're too slow for DWTX. Yeah, I kind of entered this one a little blindly because the move was almost 100% when I looked at it. Let's see. Yeah, because it was in the 5s and it got up to almost 11, so that makes sense. So it was a small entry, but I got in it. I'm gonna hold on to the rest of these RDHL. I don't got much to lose. I made a decent amount on this one, so I'm just gonna see if it fades a little more. 7:30 is 10 minutes away. Maybe we'll get some new PRs. But up close to about 400 in unrealized. Split between these two. Like I said, I'm just going to hold JFB. It might go against me at some point. Probably if it breaks above this 14, 15 level, I might think about trimming, but I kind of want to hold it to see if it keeps fading. It's kind of respecting VWAP right now, though. I just have a hard time believing through all this PR cycle, 7, 38, 9 is going to maintain these gains, but we'll see. There we go. JFB and RDHL making a new low down on this move. So cool. Yeah, that's a good point, Joshua. There's definitely ways you can do that. I probably should too. I have a Webull chart with 16 windows on it. I call it Eagle Eye. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I like my setup a little simple. That sounds intense, Joshua. Aruba. Mondays have been okay for me this month. Yeah, no, Mondays are good. You get a lot of PRs, a lot of movement, so you see a lot of the money rotating. Mondays are like a double-edged sword, though. They can be good, or you can get ripped apart a little bit because people are excited after the weekend to jump into things. So RDHL looks like it's going to try to make its next move, break above VWAP. Oh, there's some news. LRMR dropped on this news. Yeah, no. Yeah, no shade, Joshua. All good. A lot of people use big setups. It's probably something to it. What's DWTX doing? Nope, nothing. So 7:30's 5 minutes away. So RDHL might do another test. And if it does, if it gets back up here to 308, I'm adding to it. So I'm gonna go and get my order set up. RDHL 332 200 EMA. Yeah, this SMA, that's where it's rejected off so far, is at 308. But if it gets up there plus that other level, I'll take it. I don't know if it'll get there though. I highly doubt it'll get there, especially since 7:30 is right around the corner, but let's see. So it got right before the SMA. And like I've been saying, they just respond better to it. I was waiting for my next ad around the 290s, but it looks like it might not get there. Joshua, Trash Weeble doesn't even have the SMA. I tried at it. Yeah, I keep forgetting, but I want to have the EMA and SMA. I still firmly believe they respond better to the SMA. Like, again, here's another example, but they still acknowledge the EMA too, so it'd probably be good to have both of them on my chart. Because they definitely respond to the EMA too. Again, I've been doing this for a while. I just noticed over that they reject at the SMA a little bit more. I've seen them reject at the EMA too, though. Which is interesting because I think more people use EMA. And I think old Ross uses EMA too, but I just see them. This is just what I've noticed. this at? What did DWTX do? It's a 1 minute away. Oh, come on, JFB. Should have took some profit maybe, but made a strong bounce off. I mean, I'm still in the money on it, but only about 120 bucks now. It was about 300 bucks. Let's see, Ross uses it, and also a lot of the big trading firms like the EMA. They like the SMA too, bro. And big firms ain't trading what we're trading. But yeah, for large caps, for sure. For sure. But they're not doing the exact same thing we're doing, that's for sure. One more minute. Yeah, they are. Check out SMB Capital. Okay. Then my recommendation, Joshua, is keep using your EMA. I know you said you've been shorting for like a month now. You seem pretty confident in that EMA. I'm gonna probably start adding them both though, so I can see it from both perspectives. Anything else moving? SMB Capital, yeah, they have some good videos. I haven't seen one I liked, but I'm sure there are good ones. It feels too like, I don't know, when I watch their videos, it feels too institutionally. But I probably should watch more. It's been a while. Kind of like the smaller trader channels, but I've watched SMB Capital in the past. They talk about shorting much or just going long or both? Yeah, I was trying not to say it, Aruba. I was trying not to say it, but I wouldn't. I was talking about like institutions and big trading firms. But I know they have a really good reputation though, pumping out traders. But I was talking about more like institutions and stuff. But they might be big. Who knows? But I was talking a little bit more like institutional. Not seeing much, and I'm done talking about SMB and EMA and SMA, but not seeing much right now on 730. So looks like it's the same tickers. least JFB flush back. DVLT. A little bit of a retest. I'm not really interested in it, but it could flush here. DWTX. I might re-enter here and then just cut if it gets kind of a risk versus reward play. Cut if it gets over 870. Hold if it doesn't. Nope, I didn't get in it, nor am I going to now. So I want to see it move up. Maybe if it gets closer to 10, I'll consider it. Like it could still flush right here, but I'm good. I'd rather add to RDHL or something. I don't add to winners too often, but if DWTX makes a new high, if it breaks above this, I might do it. I might get both of these on the screen. Oh yeah, I'm about to do it. RDHL short. So I added a little bit more to RDHL. See if it flushes a little more. Yeah, I'll play this one again though if it gets up to 10, 11. Joshua, did you enter DVLT? It's not a bad little retest. I want to see it up a little more, but not a bad play. So RDHL's dropped a little since that move, but nothing crazy. Here it goes. JFB, I might, since I'm in, I might trim. Should I trim some or just wait? I'm gonna wait. And I should have trimmed. Now it's back to 13. So in nothing crazy, but I'm in 1,000 shares RDHL. I added some at 251 a few minutes ago. Y'all heard me, so let's see if it keeps dropping. Probably will. It's breaking a new like low of this move. Aruba, their average annual revenue is maybe 15 million. Big funds, bands have average billions in revenue a year. Wow, that is small. Seems like they pump out some pretty good traders out of there. But like I said, I haven't looked into them too much. Didn't really like their videos that much. And they weren't bad. I just didn't really gain much from them. DWTX, here we go. Let me pull back up the levels. There's definitely some stuff in this level. So all in this area, honestly, right here at 10 too. Then if it breaks above that, what's the float? 1.7. So a decent size, I mean, still small, but not scary small. It's like not under a million. But I'm just going to probably ignore it until we get to a good, until it gets to 10, 11, retest, breaks a new high. I'm probably not going to chase. I'll let it make its whole move first. But even in this area, it might not be bad. But Joshua Aruba, it's hard to compare them to hedgies because they aren't, or hedges, because they aren't doing the same thing. They don't manage portfolios. No, you're right, bro. You just said they were big. That's why you responded like that. DVLT, still hanging out in this area. BG, I got in too early, had an order at 9:30. Oh, look at you. You good now, bro? No, that's true, Josh. Got it. Got it, got it. You out? You might enter later if it gets a little higher or something. Could flush here, though. Money done for today. Plus 80. Let's go, Nick. That's why I got to 968. Got you scared. Yeah, yeah. Probably a flush here, but you can always re-enter if it gets, well, I can give financial advice. So you can re-enter where you want to. I am considering re-entering around 10 if it gets up there. Even you're in the money. Everybody's in the money now. Damn, I should have trimmed some down here. I was up like close to 400 bucks on this move, but I'm trying to hold this one. I get so aggravated looking at these charts end of day, and I'm just like, bro, why didn't you hold longer? And I'm holding a decent amount because probably a lot of y'all already trimmed if y'all played it, and I have trimmed, but now I re-added. But at the end of the day, I'll look at some of these charts, and I'm just like, man, bro, you should have held. I'm gonna try to at least hold some of these initial moves. That was kind of my game plan. I don't try to tweak my strategy too much these days, but this weekend, I was looking like, what can I do better? So I might try to hold some of these initial pops longer, like the 730 ones. 8, 839, maybe not so much, but attention usually gets stolen from these by the time all the new PRs come out. Well, there hasn't been a lot of PRs today. 8 o'clock usually has the most, so 7 o'clock's the second most. I got out of RDHL. Good job, Alexandru. What you, Joshua? You should have got shares on details. Or DVLT? That's probably what you meant. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Starting to flush a little. No, it was a good retest. I just wanted to see it up a tad bit more. And I don't really like how it's looking like it's a multi-day runner. First day, second day, might fail here, but and again, these still flush, but I just like these 1 day random pops like this. These are my favorite. They're like RDH, like irrelevant, then it pops 1 day. But these are still good setups. They can be good setups. Yeah, and I forgot how much I used to do that. I was looking on my Instagram, which I am trying to post in like daily recaps, and I was looking at one of my old videos, and I was amazed at how long I held a position, and I just don't do that anymore. Just don't hold them very long. I held that thing like all day. I banked on it, but like I don't do that anymore. It was like a pre-market play. If y'all played this retest, y'all are doing pretty good. I was waiting for it to get a little higher. I probably should have. Y'all know I'll sometimes like scale in, but I didn't really feel like scaling in on this one. I don't really know why, but I wanted to see if it got a little higher. What gets you more annoyed? Selling too soon and missing profits, or too late and giving back? Too late and giving back. That's why I trim quick. That's a good question, but I dislike more when I'm in the money a decent amount than it reverses. Because I personally think, again, not financial advice, I'm for trimming, but there's different styles because some people add to their positions, which is cool. But every time I've done that, I shouldn't say every time, frequently when I do that, um, it just doesn't play out how I like for it to. Because like even this one, I added at what 251. Now I'm only 2 cents in the money now. If I would have taken profit here, it'd have been smart. But yeah, I'm actually content with how I've been trading lately. It's just I'm leaving a little bit of money on the table. So I was like, you know what? Some of these 7 a.m. pops, I might hold a little bit longer, see what happens. But somebody who mentioned it, somebody mentioned something about them being reclaiming. Yeah, Joey. Yeah, they have been reclaiming more lately, I think, too. Blue horse. Look at you. It was long 760 and 920. That was a good move. Yeah. Blue horseshoe. I agree. Joshua, that's you preaching, bro. JFB creeping.
Score.
SCOR. Float is 2.6 million. I love being able to see that now. Very illiquid right now. Ooh, there's a lot of congestion in this area. Boom, boom. Probably should have already entered it instead of drawing on my chart, but it's a little too illiquid for me. Yeah, not even 100,000 shares have been traded on it, only 60. And the reason why I don't like these very illiquid stocks is because if there's not much volume, all it takes is a few decent size longs to move this thing drastically, and it'll go against you. I want to see a lot of buying and selling, so I'm gonna miss this move, but all good. I like this, even though it's popped, it was high, lower, lower, so it'll fail VWAP at some point, I think. Especially if we get a little bit more attention stolen from it. Its first test were these two plays, and it affected it some, but not that much. Oh yeah, DWTX. That was a nice little move down if you caught the pop. Yeah, true, Joshua. I played them in the past, mixed results, but I learned my lesson pretty quick. If they're too illiquid like that. Oh yeah, I'd even look at this spread. I bet it was big though. Oh my gosh, the spread is huge now. It's 40 cents. 30 cents now, but yeah, no. Pass, hard pass. Dang, for a Monday, it's kind of slow, guys, but still playing it, which is a good sign. They're still fading, or most of them are. DWTX had a little fight here, but it could bounce off VWAP and take off. But overall, it's been kind of slow, but decent fade so far. I think we'll see RDHL's next move down pretty soon, though. We might see it on this candle in the next 3 minutes. So I'm up about 400 bucks on it again. Still holding, still holding. I want to see it flush a little harder. Yep, you got it, Joshua. That's what I'm waiting on. 8 o'clock. Appreciate y'all's insight, guys. DWTX could be a long. Yeah, no, I agree. I wouldn't be surprised if DWTX bounces off here. Oh, and it's kind of doing it now. I wouldn't be surprised if it tries to take off a little bit. Yeah, smaller float, but not like scary float. I'm getting 1.7 from Trade Ideas, but still small for sure. Oh, look at score, ended up flushing. And most of them do, but again, I just try to be careful with those. So I'm just going to stare at RDHL till I see something else moving. That is a perfect number indeed, Stinky. Thanks, but thanks for ruining it. Thanks for ruining it. I appreciate the sub. But yeah, I like 420 number. Are you a stinky man in the woods because of that? Wish I would have entered RDHL again at that 250 level. Shows 420. Oh, you haven't refreshed. I'm good, Alexander. I'm good. I'm in the, y'all know I run dispensaries, so I see plenty of 420 references. Let's go, stinky man. So JFB, I mean, I expected this one to be a slow mover. I was hoping it would fade a little bit more by now. I'm still in the money, but not by, yeah, not by much. 130 bucks. So I would like a nice little flush down. But I think when 8 o'clock rolls around, RDHL will make its next move down. It's struggling as is. All it needs is a little attention stolen from it. Yeah, I think yeah, Alexandria, what you were saying, wish you would have entered RDHL again at 250 level. Yeah, I like that level, honestly. But do what makes sense for you. Or maybe not necessarily like that level, even though I don't know if I can really call it a level. But I think it's going to fade. So we'll see. I've been wrong before. Oh, DWTX over 10? Oh, that was my entry. Did I have one waiting? Oh, I actually did. So I'm in now. 995, very small. I'm in 100 shares because I had a feeling that this one could bust through. So I'm only in 100 shares, but I'm in it. Thanks for the heads up, though. Now I can monitor it. I'm getting a little flush here. Up 10 bucks. Now this is an important level. See if it holds. If not, it'll probably break a new high. Just wanted to look at the daily one more time. So RDHL will probably definitely flush now between 8 and DWTX breaking above 10. Yeah, I like this level pretty good though. Yeah, I really like this level. I think it'll hold up decent. If not, I'm gonna get out if it breaks a new high though. Should enter more than 100 shares, but I kind of just had that just hanging out. Oh, you got to order at 9.97. Hey, you good now, bro? You got your 10 cents requirement. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling decent about it. With 8 o'clock, 2 minutes away, I like when I get fills like this around 8 o'clock. So if there's a few decent PRs, I think people are going to forget about DWTX. But again, I could be wrong, guys. Could be very wrong. Just a probability game. I like that it's retesting a hole number 10. I I like that it's 8 o'clock. I like that it's a retest of highs. So it's worth the play, I think. But if it breaks a new high, that wouldn't surprise me either. I might double up this screen. I'm actually going to add a little more right here.
RDHL.
So I added a little more. Now let me get RDHL. Now it's time to look to see if anything else is moving. Yeah, or no, I thought I saw something, but that one was moving earlier. MVFY, what is up with this one? Dang, I done missed most of the move though. DWTX, I'm actually gonna look more at DWTX because I missed the other move. And if y'all didn't hear me, it was, I already forgot what it was, MVFY. Yeah. So I added a little bit more to DWTX on that other level, or that's why I'm adding it. But like I said, if it breaks a new high, it wouldn't surprise me either. Y'all heard what the size I'm trading with. So I'm adding like 50 shares at a time. So pretty small, like $500 here, $500 there. And if it breaks this level, I'm just going to cut. We're getting close to it. I'm down about 130 bucks in it, nothing crazy. But I might add one more time up here. And then if it breaks a high, just cut. Whew, right there on the dot. Let's see what it does. I got my cover button ready. Because now I'm in 300 shares with all these ads. All right, I'm gonna get out. Actually, I'm gonna make it prove that it can hold first. I'm glad I did, because I don't think it. Yeah, when I said that, I realized as soon as it flushed above 11, so basically just watching price action what made me decide that. It just, as soon as it got above 11, it came right back. So that gave me the confidence that it might not hold. I'm back in the money actually, so I'm not going to trim here. I think it fails. But I might trim a little here at 10 bucks. So I'm in 300 shares. So I'm going to trim a tad bit here. Let's go. What a beaut. I'm glad I did. And I would be pissed at myself right now if I would have stopped out of this thing. And the reason why I didn't, because again, like I said, I like for the 5 minute to hold above that. The thing that scared me with this one, why I said I was going to cut, is because it is a small float, 1.7. So this thing can go from 11 to 13 in like 5 seconds. But as soon as it got above it, it immediately failed. So it gave me the confidence. Come on, RDHL. Alexander, be careful what you wish for, bro. As we're getting our VWAP retest, so it might not be a bad entry. I'm actually surprised it's doing this, to be honest. But I'm gonna add. I got to order at 259 if it wants to get up there. And I'm actually going to trim a tiny bit more here on RD or WTX. I know it's kind of in no man's land, but trim a tad bit more. And then I'll wait to trim some more at VWAP. Man, JFB just hanging out. It's holding up pretty well though through the PRs. Don't love that, but not too concerned yet. ZURA. No, never mind. I saw it on I just didn't see it earlier. I don't think I got my fill on RDHL. Might have had it a little too high. I saw it get up to 258. But it's sitting at 255. I might get that fill. Nice job, Joey. Up 380 on the day. Good stuff, bro. The reason why, I mean, because I've been seeing what you've been averaging, bro. It's not even 8 o'clock. You up 380? That's good stuff. RDHL, we getting a full VWAP retest. I got my fill like I wanted. But honestly, VWAP is in line with this previous level I drew. So
RDHL.
Not too concerned yet. Yeah, there we go. Man, even 8 o'clock, there wasn't any like nice movers. Jeez. Money rotation works best when other things are moving. And that's another reason I'm kind of already trimming DWTX is because like one of these are probably going to keep moving. I was hoping something would steal attention away from both these plays. And it looks like it's RDHL. It's going to keep moving.
DWTX.
It's a little delayed. But let's see if RDHL can hold up here. I'm still a decent amount in the money. Up 200 bucks on it because my average is 285 even with all these ads. I mean, obviously it brought it down, but not too concerned yet. It was still 2 minutes on this 5-minute candle. If I was to guess, it's going to close below these levels, but there's nothing else to really steal attention. So if it does hold it, it wouldn't surprise me. Uh-oh, look at it. I'm actually going to add a little right here. Very small. Well, let me see how much locates are if I need to add more later because I only have 200 left. Oh, a little pricey, but not too bad. We're back under that level, so feeling better about it. But let's see, 30 seconds. somehow I don't trust DWTX. Yeah, I wouldn't trust either one of these right now. Would not, like I said, I would not be surprised if one of them keeps going. If neither one of these break a new high, that's going to tell you how the market, the rest of the pre-market is going to go, because there's no attention is still away from these right now. And if they can't keep making new highs, I think it's going to be a good day, a good shorting day. So RDHL did close under this level, but barely. What's your entry criteria as technicals? I'm a discretionary trader, so it's a little bit harder to say, but I just try to find congestion, like previous pops, areas that I think have a good chance of challenging the momentum of the move up. So 200 SMAs, two previous pops, you know, like if it's popped to previous levels, that's where I like to enter. That's where all these lines are, either a previous high on the chart that broke out or a 200 moving average. And I'll sometimes take position on the 50 moving average too on the daily, but that's the main thing I look for. And then VWAP retest, that's what RDHL is. I added to it right here. So any area that I think might slow it down or cause it to reverse, that's where I like to enter. DWTX, let's go. I'm only in 150 shares now, but
DWTX.
I don't know why it's saying that. It's fading now. Oh, that's based on the volume. I have like a volume one too. It hit like a certain criteria. If RDHL breaks over that 269, yeah, it's going to retest something. Probably. I'm actually going to trim here since we're getting close to the, what is that, the 9. It hasn't really interacted with the 9 that much, but again, I'm just being cautious since RDHL is going against me now. I'm still in the money, but only about 10 cents. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get some more locates on RDHL because I have a feeling I might be adding to it here shortly. A little pricey, but nothing crazy. That's not astronomically pricey. What's the float? Oh, 3.2. I like that float. I prefer anything over 2 or 3, to be honest. I'll still trade 1 with size, but anything under 1, I don't like adding too much size. So I'm adding here. Just add a tad bit on this pop. Oh, Ross is in it. Why it's probably moving. Ross is it. So I'm gonna add some more here. And then I'm gonna hold the rest to about $3. Warrior trading going crazy. Oh gosh. I'll be very surprised if RDHL breaks a new high. But again, if Ross is in it, him and his crew might push it. Let's see. But I'm viewing it as an opportunity right now. I'm adding to it, so. And if it breaks a new high, I'll treat it like I did with DWTX. Can it hold it? Is it? But again, I'd be very surprised if it breaks a new high. This is the reason why I added right here is because I think this is the level that might give it trouble. But if it gets up here, I'll add. JFB still kind of just hanging out. It's looking weak, but it's holding VWAP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 5-minute candles in a row. That's what, 30 minutes? Joshua, I like the confidence, bro. DWTX, we banking on it. I'm probably gonna get out at VWAP. Actually, I'm gonna trim some here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I'm out. I'm out of DWTX. Could it keep fading? Absolutely, but it's been respecting VWAP, so I'm just going to. I did decent on that one, so I'll be ready if it retests. Like I said, it could flush. I might miss that whole move. But it goes back to that conversation earlier. If it goes back and retests and then it breaks a new high and I take a loss on it, and I was up hundreds of dollars, I'm going to be mad at myself. Come on, RDHL. Let's get a fade here. Uh-oh. Breaking new highs. Let's get some more in it. Or I'm getting more in it. This is not saying y'all should. We're getting it's a solid little move up, but I'm adding till it proves otherwise. So I'm adding some here at 3. See if the warrior crew pushes it over, it breaks a new high. I sure hope not. Probably should have held on a DWTX since the money rotation, since now this is pushing for a new high, but again, all good. Ooh,
RDHL.
I don't like that. So I'm actually still in it since we got all these levels up here. There we go. Now I can trim some. Still a little in the red, but I'm gonna get my size down because I added 1,000 shares up there. So Even with RDHL making that strong move, DWTX still holding VWAP. What was the news on RDHL? Now I'm going to start analyzing if I want to stay in this one or not. The smart thing, guys, is probably to cut, but we're at, if there was no levels right here, it'd be a different story, but let me get back to just this one. Okay. So what levels were up here again? Oh, this is a 200. Yeah. No, I ain't belling on this thing. And we have yeah, I like this area. I might add more. This is a beautiful area for me. The way I trade, bouncing between a 200 and a previous parabolic pop. I like it. But again, it could go against me and I lose money. I just want to be clear. Very clear. But I'm not too concerned right here. Y'all know I like my 200s. My average is 303 now, so I'm not far from it. You got it, BG. Somewhere over like this area and hold, I'll get concerned. That was a pretty strong move up though. But 830, come on, maybe there's just a Nvidia crypto partnership and Sam Altman. Get some crazy PRs coming out at 830. That'd be nice. Oh, of course he pumped it. Yeah, no, he pumped it for sure. And Trend Writer, I appreciate you letting us know when that happens, when he's in it. Just kind of better understand what's happening. But yeah, I'm actually like kind of at break even now because I added 1,000 shares at 327. That wasn't a bad ad. So yeah, now I'm back at break even. I probably should trim some here, honestly. Oh, I'm gonna trim some here now though. Just get my size more reasonable because I'm in 3,000 shares. That's a little heavier than I like to be. Like I said, not like that heavy, but a tad bit heavier. So, and then I'm gonna trim some more at VWAP. Cool, that worked. There we go. Trimming a little more here in the 80s. And I still want to hold on some, but my thesis has changed on this one. It was supposed to just be a pop and just slowly die. Now it's breaking new highs, so I'm going to be more quick to take profits at this point. But it's just a different play than what I was playing right here, if that makes sense. Because y'all know I was trying to hold it. We're in a little different scenario now. So what's going on with, yeah, I'm glad I trimmed here. It's holding up. The fact that it's held up here, I think we'll see another bounce. I'm gonna trim a little bit more here. Let's go. This actually turned out to not be a bad play. Just got to stay calm, cool, collected. Just watch the chart. See what's happening. Don't freak out. Unless there's a reason to freak out. Did he close his position? Let's go, BG. Good job, bro. Yeah, Trend Raider, you need to let us know when he gets out of these positions, too. Is he still in it? Let's go, Joshua. 3K shares, bro. You did go full DGM. I'm actually completely out of it now. Could flush here, and I miss, but again, different thesis now. Now I'm kind of treating it like this one. Actually, exactly like this one. It broke a new high, came to VWAP. So I'm out now. We'll play another pop. Could it fade and I miss a massive move? Absolutely. But what I hate worse than leaving money on the table is losing money. So, oh, actually, I thought I closed. I'm still in 200 shares, but I'm about to close these right here. Okay, now I'm out. Yeah, I didn't make as much as I wanted on this one either, but survived. JFB, come on, man. Make your next move down. And if y'all just hopped on, I'm 200 shares in JFB. Average, what is my average? 13.45, not that great. Up about 230 bucks on it, but if it cracks this level, it'll at least go back to this range, I think. Nice, Joshua. Yeah, that 3K ad sure helped, bro. Yeah, I would be lying to say I was excited to see that pop, but wasn't stressing it too much until it, because once I realized what this level was, like those are the two things I look for. And I'm glad it played out. I don't look like a clown saying that, but like if you look for these pre-market pops, like a very drastic move, like everybody and their mama can see this. You know what I mean? There's two pops right here to this level. So that's a strong, strong, strong level. Then we have the 200 right here. So it was trapped between these. Like, I'll take that. I'll take that any day. Like, I'm actually a little disappointed I only added 1,000 shares up here. Should have added more. Because that's what obviously saying Ross was in it made me a little cautious, which I was glad. I want to know these things. But yeah, no, that's why I wasn't stressing too much about it. Yeah, that was I should have added heavier too, Joshua. But hearing Ross was in it, I don't know what tricks he has up his sleeves. Faithfully at it, for sure. For sure. And that's just going back to like trusting your process. So again, like not to go on a rant about this, but I know how I trade works. You know what I mean? Sometimes it doesn't, but again, it's a probability game. More times it works than it doesn't. So if you trust your process, like it kind of helps with those moments that you're not stressing too much about it. If you don't trust what you're doing, if you don't trust your thesis, your style, your strategy, then yeah, you'll freak out in those moments. And if you're new, you're going to freak out anyways. That's just what you do when you're new. Interesting, Joshua. That's worth putting it on my chart enough right there to know that if Ross is in it, he usually sells at the 200 EMA. That's good to know. Good to know. I probably should still be in this thing.
MSS.
Especially since, whoa, this says 90% pop. I don't know how accurate it is, but before I get in it, I'm gonna add some to this position, RDHL, just in case it gets attention stolen from it. Now let me get back to, what was that? MSS. It's up 200%. My God, I gotta get some locates. It's got a 3 million float, so what is the news? I'm getting in before I look at the news. This is just drastic. So I'm in it, 260, not the best average, but I wanted to just get in this thing. This is crazy. Now I'm adding in threes, so I got some at 299 or 298, something to that. Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go. What is this? I'm up 400 bucks on it now. Oh, let's see if it keeps dropping. What? So what's the news on this one?
MSS.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Now I'm not in the money. Is this like crypto news or something? Yeah, of course it is. Should have known by the move. So I'm gonna cut this one. I'm taking a decent loss on this one, but luckily I didn't enter too heavy initially. Actually, I just trimmed. I might just re-add somewhere up here because we know what these typically do. They have a strong pop like this initially, and then they just die.
MSS.
So I'm still in it. I just trimmed some of my shares. I'm gonna wait till the move's over, and let's look at the daily. Oh Lord, it's in no man's land. Oh, there's some congestion up here, so this area will probably slow it down a little bit. But it's pumping hard now. I can't get any more locates, or I would have been adding up here. It says no more locates available.
MSS.
I'd love some locates on this thing right now. Is this where it dies? Let's see. Yeah, that's why I added to RDHL. So, oh, and JFB finally made its move down. That's what I was waiting on. So I'm up about 400 bucks on this one now. Oh, DWTX. Look, both these got attention. See, a crypto treasury play. I added to RDHL 1,000 shares. up here. So I'm doing pretty good with it. But wow, this is the money rotation to a T. People just got out of these positions to jump in MSS. Wow, crazy. Let's see if we get that typical intense move and then flush. So I said I wish I could have got more locates to add here. Mine were single use. So when I trimmed when I realized it was about when it was crypto treasury and it was going to keep going, I trimmed half my position. I'm still in half and I'm down 300 bucks on it right now. Or actually 400 bucks on it right now. I would have loved to add back up here, but that's all right. So this is the downside of me jumping in just in intense pops before I look at the news. That's why the crypto treasury plays have hurt me in the past, but these have been given back. So let's see. Let's see. I'm still holding the 500. I'm just holding because my average is crap just to see if it gives it back. And then if it breaks a new high, I'm just going to get out. That'll be a decent loss, but all good. And the reason why I'm like even still holding is because, like I said, there's a lot of congestion in this area and it failed that area. So I just want to make it prove that before I take, before I take a loss on this one, I want to make it prove it. Am I opening myself up to potentially more losses? Yes, but the history with these crypto plays are they just flush after their first move up. A couple months ago, they were runners all day and sometimes intraday, but lately they've been flushing. So hope it happens again. Yeah, look, I can't even get more locates on it. I was trying up there in 4 and 5. Yeah, we were definitely early on MSS. It was up 200% though. And that's probably the downside of my strategy. So I will, if something's in it, but it paid off earlier. Which one was it? DWTX or something, the initial move when it popped, I got in and then it flushed. So it's just one of those things. It works until it doesn't work. And this crypto treasury era we're in might need to tweak that a little bit. But I still think I think it's could fade here. So let's see. Let's go, Joey. 515. Go to work with a smile on your face, bro. Yeah, that's why if this thing does flush, it's got a long way to fall. There we go. I went ahead, trimmed a little right here, so I'm only in 400 shares now, just in case it wants to bounce off you up. Again, I took it for a loss, but just get my size down a little bit. Yeah, I found trade ideas alerted me a little too early. But I added 1,000 shares RDH. I should have added some to DWTX too. Dang, that's a solid recovery right there. But I did trim. Let's see if I have those.
MSS.
Let's see if I have those locates now. Oh, I do. Okay. Well, now it says I have 600, so I had those earlier. Because I was in 1,000, then I cut 500. Now I have, so maybe I did get some, but I'm going to add some at 490. Oh, I didn't get filled. No, I got it. I just went ahead and entered in the 460s a little bit. If we get up to 495, I'll add some more. This is a dangerous play, guys. Just FYI, you see that move it made. I'm playing it because this is what I do. But just be aware, this thing is a kind of a beast. I like that it hasn't broken a new high though, but it can do that any second. And here it goes. I added on that retest in the 5s, but I am ready to cut this thing if it breaks a new high though. Oh, that's, please let that be a good ad. Please let that be a good ad. Don't break a new high, bro. I got my average way up though. Well, because that makes sense. I was only in 400, then I added 600, those ones I had from earlier. When I was trying to get more locates up here, I didn't even think to look at, or I thought I did, and I didn't see any available. I thought they were single use, so I got, my average is way up now to, well, it's still ugly. Gosh, it's still ugly, but it's 396. I know it's still $1 off, but it was way worse than that. Man, this was, I knew eventually this was going to break. Thank God for this play. I do like that the $5 is psychological level too. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if this flushes. I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's going to flush, but I also am very biased. I'm a bear. Just because previously these have been popping hard like this and then they just fade away. But I also wouldn't be surprised if it breaks a new high either. So I'm just ready to cut if it does. And there it goes.
MSS.
Oh, it couldn't hold though. Is it going to hold? Ooh, yeah, I gotta get out of this one. This one's hurt me. Jeez, I might not even be green on the day after this one. I'm still in it because it made such a drastic move up. Okay, I trimmed some here. Jeez. It's a tough one today. Still up 347 on the day, but man, that killed my average or my day. I was up almost 2K. I'm gonna add back right here. Yeah, I got smoked on it too. I was close to 2K up on the day. Now I'm only up 347. Dang. But I went ahead and added more at the top right here. I'm being a little bit of a degenerate. But if it does break another new high, I'm just going to cut my losses and cry. Let's see. So there's a few little, yeah, there's a lot of levels up here. I'm glad it was hard to get locates. Hopefully that saves some of y'all. How's crypto doing right now? Because it kind of trade, if Bitcoin's breaking new highs and crap like that, sometimes these take off. I know Bitcoin's breaking new highs, but how's it doing? Up 2.5%. Ethereum's up 4%. Solana's up 4%. So it's not a bad crypto day. Dang. You're a little too heavy in it. I mean, I was a decent size, 1,000 shares, but nothing too crazy. That's kind of my range. You're heavier than normal? This is the wrong play for that one. And I say I'm up 300, but I'm up a decent amount on this one. I also haven't closed it. So when I close this one, it'll be a little better, but MSS did rock me though. Lost well over $1,000 on this one. Probably close to 1,500. Got out of RDHL. Yeah, that position's doing pretty good. That was a good ad, but I should have avoided this one. Colin, I don't know if you're still on, but this goes back. Me and him was talking about my strategy, how it works, but these random like one-offs, these crypto plays. Because historically, so y'all know I usually check news first, look at levels, but if something's up 200%, I'm just jumping in. He is just not to jump into with too much size, and I didn't. You know, it was a good size, but nothing crazy. But this is the time it hurts, is whenever it's because a lot of times when they pump 100, 200%, they'll fade back really quick, and we saw it earlier with, what was it? Yeah, this one. It was about 100% pop. But these cryptos, they like to make their move first before they fade. But I'm in the money now. Entered 1,000 shares up here in this range. So I'm just going to see if I can hold on to it and make up for that loss. And then if it breaks a new high, if it breaks above 680 and hold, I'll probably get out. But my average is in the, it looks wrong, but it says 569. So I'm up about $400 on it, $500 on it now. Let's see if I can get some of it back. And again, this is, I wouldn't say this is revenge trading, but a lot of times with these, again, these crypto moves, they'll make a high, then they'll make maybe one more new high, and then they just flush it all back. Not saying that's going to happen with this one, but I'm going to play it assuming it is. And if it breaks a new high, I'm going to take another loss. But my recommendation is probably avoid this one. Oh, Lord. You entered 1,000 shares? Hmm. Oh, 400 shares. Oh, 1,000. Jeez. Yeah, because I'm trading with a 27K account, so 1,000 shares is actually decent size for this. I keep mine small, or again, not to. I have to have it over 25, or I can't trade because I'm in the States. So I usually, that's my safety net. If it gets over 40 or 50K, I start trimming money out of my account. I know I'm never going to scale up doing that, but that's kind of like my safety net. I like my size where I'm at. I keep my account kind of in that range. But yeah, that was pretty heavy for you, bro. But yeah, luckily these other plays are helping because this one up a couple hundred on this one, and JFB, I'm still gonna hold, but I'm up decent on this one too, almost 400. So luckily that's offsetting MS, but I still think it might fade, guys, based on how these have been playing out lately. But let's see, who knows? I know where I'm gonna cut if it gets over like probably 7. If it holds this 682, I just got to get out. Just got to get out. Maybe I should take profit here instead of trying to win it all back. But like I said, it's not necessarily revenge trading. I'm just watching what they've done historically. They make these strong moves up and then they kind of come back. But the longer it hangs out up here, the less my confidence is that it's going to flush cleanly. Seven minutes till 9 o'clock. I let's see if we can hope it doesn't break a new high before then. Because again, go back to money rotation. Maybe we'll get a 9 o'clock PR. They always run hard. So y'all have heard me say this. If y'all are regulars, my win rate goes down after 9 o'clock or the 9 o'clock PRs. I don't know why I play them wrong, or they just don't give it back as quickly. I usually sign off at 9 o'clock, but I'll probably stick around to see what happens to this one. Not liking this move. If this one play makes me red on the morning, I'll be pissed.
MSS,
Yeah, this one's gonna probably make me red on the morning. Still in it, but not excited about it. JFB making a new low here. RDHL is kind of just hanging out. Just focus. Again, I'm not going to say too much to jinx myself, but I do like that it couldn't hold over that level. Don't know if it's topping out yet, but I do like that it couldn't hold a new high. And this is a relatively bearish candle. If it turns red, okay. We might have saw the top right there. 9 o'clock news is in less than 2 minutes. All we need is a decent PR and this thing is done. But let's see. Too early to celebrate. Still got a few things that need to go my way. No, I'm not too heavy because I couldn't get any more locates. I'm only in 1,000 shares. So I got in 1,000 initially in this range, then cut somewhere in this range. I can't remember. And then added those 500, 600 up here. The reason it was 600 because I ended up cutting somewhere again right here. But so I'm only in 1,000. Because I couldn't get any more locates, which is probably a good thing. Because I might would have added more here. But the key with these crypto treasury plays is you got to let them make their move first. So that's why I waited to add back in this area. Because previously they were like running all day and then the next day. But lately in pre-market, they make a crazy drastic move like this and then they usually flush. That doesn't mean that's going to happen to this one, but Moon Market just released a pump video. Which one he pumping? I follow some of these pumpers to see what they're pumping. IBG. And it's pumping. Like I was saying, I follow some of these pumpers just to know, but that might be good timing. Yeah, please, moon market, pump something, please. Break a new high here. Nine o'clock. Let's see if some news comes out. Another one of my pump groups released news about RGLF. They don't have as big of a following, but sometimes they'll move a ticker. Let's see, any 9 o'clock. Oh, IBG, is it making new highs here? No. I just see it on my top gainers now. Dang, JFB recovered a little bit. I wonder if I should be just smart and just trim some here. I might just trim some here on MSS. Just to get my size down a little bit, just in case it wants to reverse. Let's not let this one ticker ruin my day. So I got out a little bit. Just 200 shares. I'm only in 800 now. Definitely took a loss on that, but, or actually, no. I'm on a loss for a day for it, but green for that because I entered at like 560. I think it was 9. Yeah. So I'm still gonna hold these 800. Come on, moon market, pump this thing. Yeah. Didn't really see any 9 o'clock PRs though that I like. Yeah, but I'm still way down on this one though. Like, and I was hoping we'd see a cleaner flush than this. Not loving it. Not loving it. Moon market's weak pump. Not helping. So now I'm basically break even. That was a weird spot for me to add. A little emotional, probably add, probably. Oh, or whenever I entered at 569. Dang, I wanted to be done by now. RDH and DX or DWTX kind of just hanging out in this level, not really doing much. I probably should trim some here, especially since it kind of bounced, but I was trying to wait for at least the 10 or the 200. Up about 500 on this one, so I'll probably trim some here. Because if it reverses, I'm gonna feel dumb. So I trimmed 100 here. So I'm just writing out the other 100. I mean, looks like we have 3 red candles in a row, but it's just not flushing. I want to see this thing flush. OTLK. Oh, it is. There we go. What's going on with this one? Oh, good. It's up 40%. Maybe it keeps breaking new highs. Where's this one going? $200 and the pivot are all at this level. So if it gets up to this level, I'll bet the farm on it.
OTLK.
Okay, I'm gonna get me some locates. It's not far from it. Oh, please. I might have missed it because sometimes it doesn't make it all the way to it. Does it flush here? One more strong move. I have an order waiting at 165 and 168. Might not get it though.
POAI.
Good, we get a lot of things moving now. POAI. Ooh, that's a solid move too. Jeez. What's going on with this one? This crypto news too? Oh, so we got some levels right here, here. Jesus. This one's definitely gonna steal some attention away. I'm gonna wait before I enter this one blindly because that one hurt me previously. It's up 300%. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this will steal attention away. I haven't even looked at it. The other ticker. Let's go. If I look at MSS and it's not down, what in the world? It's holding through all this? Jesus.
POAI.
So I added at 395. I don't even know what the news is, but I need a it was a small position though. So let's see what is going on with POAI. Yeah, it's more crypto news, so I'm gonna cover this one while I'm in the money. Watch this be the one that flushes that I talk about now that I covered. But I follow trends. The previous one ran hard, so would it focus on ATH token? That's a trash token though. So I entered a little bit more. There we go. Thank you, good Lord. I might survive this one. Yeah, I'm up decent now from my 560 entry. I'm up decent on POAI too because I added again. But very small, very small. Only added 400 shares, but they're up a decent amount here, so I'm gonna cover some. Because again, I don't know what they have been fading, but I got rocked by these plays today, so I'm gonna just be a little cautious. But that token is kind of a weird choice, ATH. And the reason why I focus on that is because previously when like meme ones pumped or like less or tokens that coins that people are not very familiar with, they just didn't run as hard. Man, it's still annoying how this one played out. I know some of y'all probably got rocked on it. UTLK gave back nice. Oh, it did. It never hit my entry though. Man, that would have been a nice one too. Oh, I'm glad I did trim POA. I hope this one is the takes off. I'm not going to add back here, even though it probably will flush. That's what most of these do. So I'm still in 500 shares of MSS. I want to see it just die. Or 400. I'm in 400 shares. Should have added it back with this trash token. Dang, I was hoping either OTLK or POAI would keep running since I'm in this one still. But all good. Recovered. Joshua, what was your entry? That's exactly what I needed. Remember I said we need something to take attention away for it? From it? And we got two, but especially POAI. A 300%er will steal attention away. Yeah, a little bit more stressful than I wanted. But probably still net negative on this one. Or I know I am, but not maybe 500 bucks now. So, and if it fades harder here, who knows? Maybe I turn it green.
Zero.
ZURA is popping now. Dang, this one's going to end up dying. Of course, I got in the wrong one. Heavy. Or 1,000 shares. So where's this one going? I don't want to play it. I don't really plan on entering anything else, guys. I'm just going to keep an eye on the ones I'm in. Like I said, my win rate kind of goes down after 9 o'clock. So I'm just going to keep an eye on these. But RDHL's been paying too, though. Look at it. Oh, is it making another reason I stopped streaming at 9 because the dang sun comes in on my screen. But yeah, both these, see, these are these 7 o'clock plays. That's why I said I want to start holding these a little bit more, because eventually they do just give it all back. Because it just gets its attention stolen from it by other plays. Dang, everything that's moving isn't holding it. That's the part that scares me with MSS, though, because we need a strong move and we need something to continue to steal attention away. This one's about to fade away. Dang, I played the wrong crypto play. I mean, I made a little bit on this, but I was pretty light on it and got out a little early. Does look like MSS is going to fail this VWAP test, though. Or I don't know if I can call this a VWAP test, but it tried to get back above it, but I think it's going to keep fading. So I'll probably just keep holding this one. I want to make more on it since it stressed me out. But the part that scares me a little bit is, out of all of them, I still think this one has a chance to recover. I don't think it will, but again, it could, though. But I'm going to hold it and see. Yeah, bro, this one stressed me out. More because I know some of y'all took losses on it. I like when y'all do good. And this is the downside of my strategy. We getting a nice little flush here. Bro, I know, right? I don't need my sweater on anymore. I always wake up cold and throw on like a little sweater. Rolled up my sleeves now. But guys, I'm definitely not trading into market hours, so or not streaming into market hours. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with MSS. I'll probably cut it before market open. Oh, we're breaking a new low now. Let's go. I'm trimming a tad bit more here. So that's, like I said, I don't really want to hold into market open. It could just fade, but if this thing reverses, I'll be pissed at myself. Because I survived, I should just be content with surviving. So in the next 11 minutes, I'll figure out a time to close this one. I'm trimming actively as I'm on right now, just so you know. RDHL, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's making a new low here too, so good stuff, good stuff. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna wrap up. Thank y'all for joining, and MSS will probably drop much lower, but I don't want to hold it. because every now and then these crypto plays get hot. But appreciate you for hopping on, and I will see y'all tomorrow, same time, 7 o'clock. See y'all. Bye. Liquid works, yeah. I'm almost up 1,600 on the day now, so appreciate you asking. So I survived. But anyway, see y'all next time.